All right. Hi, folks. This is Adam Smash, and this is the United Nations of Wrestling's prediction video for Elimination Chamber 2021. It comes on in about 4 or 5 hours. So we're going to talk about what we... there he is.
Now there's 3.
What's happening? Fellas, we're live. Tell everybody, hey.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen?
What's going on, y'all?
What's happening?
Gentlemen, are we ready for Elimination Chamber?
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Let's get down to business. First, let's start with. Let's see here. Let's start with the Women's Tag Team Championship.
I'm down with that.
Fraser versus Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair.
Personally, I feel like it's going to be. I feel like it's going to go to Sasha and Nia because I feel like WrestleMania is building to. I'm sorry, Shayna and Nia. I feel like WrestleMania is building to Sasha versus Bianca, and I'm totally here for it.
Oh yeah.
I see. I think Sasha gonna actually win that match.
You do?
I think she's gonna win it.
I'm kind of open.
I'd be okay with that.
I'm kind of open about it all. There's so many different factors that could happen. Like, Bailey could get involved somehow and screw whoever. Lana could come out and screw somebody. I mean, there's so many different variables, in my opinion.
No, I hadn't thought about the Bailey thing because, she had all that heat with Sasha, but now she's got heat with Bianca.
Yeah.
So that could play a factor in it too. So
it's
an interesting point. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
You never know. It might all come out at the same time.
Yeah, they could just be a big cluster of women flying around.
Especially if Nia starts chucking them around because, she got that power.
That's right. Before we go any further, just want to say anybody that was affected by BlizzardCon 2021, I'm praying for y'all and hope y'all got your power and your water and everything back.
Absolutely, 100%, man. It's been a nightmare.
Especially Texas. I feel for y'all, man. Feel for y'all real bad.
For any of you having to be out on the roads, even being, shut up at home right now has got to be nerve-wracking. It's got to be emotionally traumatizing at this point. Yeah, our prayers go out to everybody.
Yeah,
go ahead, Finn.
A lot of people that lost, their apartments, their houses and stuff like that, due to water, busting and stuff and all that. But like I say, I'm glad we kind of made it through, even though we still got bumps and bruises going on.
Yeah, it's it hadn't been easy, but it made it.
Yeah.
But we're praying for y'all.
But God bless to everybody out there going through this.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna make it. Just keep a stiff upper lip.
Yeah, trust me, if we can pull through the 94 ice storm, all of us together can pull through anything.
Ain't no problem, Rab. Always, bro. You my brother.
That was unexpected. We were still kids then.
Yep. We didn't even know what was happening.
All right, move on.
Right, so, what we got next on the list?
United States Championship, Bobby Lashley versus Keith Lee versus Riddle. That's going to be an interesting one, in my opinion.
That's going to be a good match, man. That's gonna be I think Keith Lee gonna pull it.
Do I even have to give my prediction on this one? Do I have to give my prediction?
I'm going to do it for you.
Keith Lee. I am predicting he will be taking his first main roster championship tonight. That's my prediction. I can't bet against my man Keith Lee. Much as I love Riddle, much as I love Lashley, got to go with Keith Lee.
I say Keith Lee too, all the way. Fifth.
I really think he's gonna lose his belt, and I think he's gonna move him up to the heavyweight roster. That's what I think.
Oh, you talking about Lashley?
I think Lashley gonna end up after WrestleMania. I think they're gonna end up moving him to the main stage with him. I want to say it's gonna be Bobby Lashley and Keith Lee. It's gonna happen soon, and it's gonna be for their title. It's gonna be for the WWE title.
I'd be cool with seeing that.
If I was Riddle and Lee, I would take out the Hurt Business backstage before that match even started.
Man, I don't know if you guys have ever gone and watched like some of Keith Lee and Matt Riddle's like earlier matches before they hit anything in WWE. Yeah, man, those two, they put on classics every single time. So they're the main ones I'm looking at in this match. But I take nothing from Bobby Lashley. The man is he's an underappreciated powerhouse.
He's definitely a beast.
Yeah. He's the one I want to see fight Brock Lesnar. I want to see Lesnar versus Lashley. Let these two men get in there and put on Haas City.
Yeah, that would be tight.
Ooh, big boy.
It's a ghost.
No, I think he's putting in some extra effort in promoting the United Nations of Wrestling. I'm here for it. Here for it, dude. I'm loving that background. I'm digging it.
Oh yeah.
All right. Moving on. So we're all saying Keith Lee or Riddle, right?
Yeah. I feel like it's time. Like Lashley's going to drop it and shoot for the heavyweight title soon.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Raw's Women's Championship: Asuka versus Lacey Evans.
Now here's the thing.
Recently announced.
Yeah. Now see, it was recently announced that Lacey Evans actually is pregnant. Like she's actually pregnant by her husband, and it was something that of course, it's one of Vince's crazy ideas of like, let's say it's Rick's. But, she actually apparently is pregnant. So they're probably going to have somebody replace her tonight. And I keep hearing Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, that would be cool. As long as it's not Charlotte.
Yeah.
And then Rhea Ripley has a new look. So
yes. And that's the thing. I love Asuka, but I feel like if they call in Rhea Ripley, it's going to be Rhea's time, man. Rhea has spent the last 2 years trying to come off that loss to Charlotte. And she spent 2 years trying to get herself back, and I think this is going to be, if she shows up, I think it's going to be Rhea's chance to, like, really show everybody what she can do.
It's going to be Ripley or somebody we ain't seen in a while take her place.
Yeah.
And she's going to lose.
It's going to be a little bit hard of a choice because we don't really know who Asuka's facing yet. But like, if it is Rhea Ripley, man, I got to give it to Rhea. Like, I got to.
What was you saying?
I hate to take it from Asuka.
Well, I actually think that if Rhea decides to get in this match, I think she is going to pull it off. I'm really thinking they're going to end up giving it to Charlotte again.
Probably so.
And I'd hate to see that. But what you think, Smash? What you think's going to get it?
I really couldn't say. It depends on who they send out in her place or what they do with the match. I don't know. I'm just going to have to. I'm undecided on this one.
Yeah, it's kind of an up in the air one. We'll have to see what happens with that one.
It'd be cool for her little partner come back. What was her name? Asuka's partner.
Kairi Sane.
Yeah. That'd be cool if she came back and challenged for it.
No, she went back over to Japan. She got married, so she moved back to Japan. Like, apparently she's still under the WWE label, but she's not like wrestling for WWE America.
Robert just had a good idea. Becky Lynch, that would be pretty bad, pretty awesome.
Oh man, come back after a year and come back for that title.
It's a pipe dream, but you never know.
Yeah.
All right. Next on the list, Roman Reigns versus the Elimination Chamber winner. We can't really talk about this yet.
Yeah. I feel like that's going to be like full-blown main event on the show. Like, that's going to be the last thing we see.
It is. It's definitely going to be the last match. But, we'll come back to that in a minute.
I got my word.
Let's discuss the Elimination Chamber, and what our thoughts of it. Let's see.
Do we want to do the Raw Elimination Chamber first, or because
we'll do the Raw first and then the SmackDown?
Yeah, because they're going to do SmackDown and then the Roman Reigns match immediately after. So that's all going to be like last show.
All right, so the Raw one is McIntyre, Orton, Styles, Hardy, Sheamus, and Kingston. This one's going to be it's going to be interesting.
Man, it's going to be a hard toss-up for me because, I mean, I love Kofi. Man, I still hate that they blew Kofi Mania out the way that they did. So I'd love to see him, come back and do something. I feel like it's going to be Sheamus or AJ Styles. But I feel like with what they're building between, Sheamus and Drew, it's going to be. I feel like it's going to be Sheamus. Like somehow he's going to pull it off, and that's going to be a big match for the title.
I feel like Drew gonna win it. I feel like Drew and Sheamus gonna be the last 2 in it, and I feel like Drew is actually gonna pull it off. And to top it off, I think somebody's gonna return.
Yeah. I'm thinking somehow the Fiend's gonna get rid of Orton like early on. Somehow.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking.
That would be an interesting concept.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Fiend comes back and they join forces again.
I don't know.
Whatever happened to Randy Orton?
I don't know. Like that's the whole thing. Like, is this thing set to like destroy Orton or bring him back into the fold?
Orton burned down the compound also. So
yeah,
Bray hasn't forgotten about that.
No, he had.
But what happened when Randy Orton got his face burned? What happened to the disfigured look?
Right. That's just called cheap and not sticking to a formula is what that is.
Yeah.
What's the guy's name that used to manage Abyss?
James Vanderbrook or whatever his name was.
Yeah.
The sinister minister.
Yeah. The fireball.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the same dude that showed up with the Authors of Pain a little while back? Or was that somebody different?
No. That was the Road Warrior.
No,
that was Paul Ellen.
That was Paul Ellen.
No,
that was Paul Ellen.
You remember the Vandenberg or whatever used to manage Wrath and Mortis too in the WCW.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the same guy.
Yeah. He was Anthony Skinner.
He's in AEW though, because remember he was the pastor for that wedding they had a while back.
Oh yeah. I can remember the
what?
guy's name. The one that introduced Miro.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing Abyss join. I wouldn't mind seeing.
That'd be awesome.
I think
he's over there.
An interesting addition to the whole Wyatt collections. I mean, somebody like Undertaker or Kane can't really do it anymore, but man, Abyss could.
Yeah, and he's in the WWE behind the scenes somewhere.
Yeah.
He's got a contract. Or maybe he doesn't want to wrestle anymore. Who knows?
I would love to see him wrestle again.
Oh, Nisha just made a good point too. I forgot about the Miz.
With his cash in.
He's gonna try some shady crap.
I
hope that doesn't happen.
I feel bad because at this point, it's dealing with the Miz with that Money in the Bank briefcase is kind of like dealing with Yamcha on Team 4-Star. Like, what about Yamcha? What about Yamcha? Like, what about the Miz with his briefcase? What about Miz with his briefcase? What about him? Oh no, he's gonna get in the ring and get Claymore.
All right, so we're saying Sheamus or AJ Styles or
because I can't take it from AJ, but like Sheamus has so much momentum going with all this right now.
Right.
I mean, ever since AJ joined forces with my man, the big tall guy, it's like he lost his focus. So.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he puts all of his focus into almost safe, and
I mean, it's pretty much worked.
Yeah,
big old boy right there.
Look what it did at the Rumble.
8 foot tall.
Yeah, look what it pulled off at the Rumble, man. You couldn't get that dude out of the ring for a while.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I was like, when are they gonna throw him out the other side of the ring?
Stop throwing it to the tall guy
up there. All right. Next up, the SmackDown elimination. Let's see. We got Corbin, Owens, Cesaro, Bryan, Zayn, and Uso.
Kevin Owens.
If Reigns doesn't come out there and interfere so Uso can win it, I'm gonna be shocked.
I feel like there's three in this match that I'm having a hard time choosing between, and that's Cesaro, Kevin Owens, and Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Daniel Bryan is kind of like he said, he's on his last, actual in-ring run. So man, why wouldn't WWE shoot him to the moon one last time? He may not be one of my absolute favorite wrestlers in the world, but I got to give the guy all the credit. Like, he's really, really good. Like, they could put him in there with this version of Roman Reigns, and you could probably get a 5-star match out of him. Kevin Owens, as much as I love to see it, we've already watched this match. Like,
they haven't been using him properly here lately, so I don't know.
And Cesaro's the one everybody wants to see win because, like, man, how long have we been waiting to see them actually do something with Cesaro?
So it's like they just really just misusing Cesaro.
Well, they slapped this whole Elimination Chamber thing together so fast. They didn't have hardly any backstory, any reason, nothing. So
well, it's one thing they've kind of been hitting that wall on for a while. Is I think WWE's starting to hit issues with the way that they do things. Like, they normally have WrestleMania and all that stuff planned out like a year in advance. And like this last year or so, they haven't been able to do that because they don't know what's going to happen. Somebody might come down with COVID. They can't make it for the show. Wrestlers have gotten pregnant. Yeah. Well, now they can't wrestle for the rest of the year.
I mean, I understand that.
So there's a ton of stuff that could happen, and WWE over the last year has seen, like, we can't plan this stuff a year or so ahead of time because God knows what can happen. And a lot of these wrestlers are starting to go like, yeah, I love working for the company, but Vince is absolutely stupid. I'm not doing what he wants.
The thing is, they own all the rights and all everything. They could easily switch pay-per-views around a little bit. It's not going to hurt anything. Like, instead of this month, make it next month. They could have did that.
And I mean, honestly,
World War III comes down.
Like, I get the big four being where they are: Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series. I always kind of wondered why WrestleMania didn't come like end of the year kind of thing.
Like
why that wasn't your big
was.
Yeah, exactly. I always kind of wondered about that, but
all out drag out.
Yeah, but by now everybody knows, like, Royal Rumble's in January, WrestleMania is in like late March, early April, SummerSlam is in early August, I think, and then you got November is Survivor Series. Those are standards, man. You can change all of this around. Y'all remember when you did Great Balls of Fire? You just make stuff up. So
don't forget about Capital Punishment.
Man. Don't forget December to Dismember.
Yeah.
That's one of the greatest ECW pay-per-views ever.
I don't think it stacks up to like the one night stand. Like, but a lot of that comes from the controversy around the main event booking for December to Dismember, and that was, I mean, it got Paul Heyman came. So,
well, you actually know that. Do you know that? My guy, he actually got a good run when he started.
Who's that?
I be forgetting his name.
In ECW?
Yeah, he actually had won his first major title though from ECW. He's a U.S. champ now. I be forgetting his name.
Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley, yeah.
Well, like, really, the problem with Bobby Lashley and ECW was the fact that, like, by the time they brought him to ECW, like, he was already kind of an established, like, this is a WWE guy. Right. And everybody was looking at, like, we want Rob Van Dam and CM Punk and Sabu and people like that in ECW. So when Vince brought, like, Bobby Lashley and Big Show and people like that, everybody was like, man, you're just running WWE and killing what we want. But so they turned on it. And, like, he had a really good run, but nobody appreciated it because, man, WWE booked it and screwed over a lot of people they really liked. So,
Vince screwed that up.
Yeah, Vince screwed that up. And that was the thing because, from everything I've looked into on it, like, Paul Heyman spent the entire day telling these people, everybody's going to hate this booking because you're taking the ECW title and putting it on an obviously WWE guy. Nobody's going to like this. People are going to be mad at this pay-per-view. And they said, no. This is going to be amazing. This is what we're going to do. And then they did it. Everybody hated the booking because they wanted to see either Punk or RVD get the belt. And then when everybody hated the booking, they were like, well, Paul, this is your fault. And they fired him.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's get back
they're good at throwing people under the bus. They've always.
Yeah, real good. They've done it. They've done it to Heyman a couple of times.
Oh, yeah. He secretly can't stand him. But he knows he draws, so he gives him jobs. Yeah. All right. So we're saying either Daniel Bryan, Owens, or Cesaro for the SmackDown.
Which now, you made a good point too. If they don't come out and do something to make sure that Jay wins that match, I'll be surprised too.
Right. All right. So let's say Sheamus wins the Elimination Chamber, so then it's going to be him versus Roman Reigns. That's
it's whoever wins the Raw is going to WrestleMania to face Drew. Whoever wins SmackDown is facing Roman like immediately after. So
you still know Edge has to make his choice, so it can be.
I forgot about
can be an undisputed thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it very well could end up that whoever wins the SmackDown, like, I'm assuming what's going to happen. This is just my prediction for the overall. Whoever wins the SmackDown, Elimination Chamber, they're already going to be wore out. They've already gone through 5 other people. So Reigns is going to come out and pick the bombs.
Yeah.
He's gonna come out, get an easy win. And then when it's all over, Edge is going to come out, stare him down, and bam, we've got our match for WrestleMania. I feel like that's my prediction for what's going to happen. I could be horribly wrong, but we will see.
Yep.
Now you do know Seth Rollins kind of got a little beef with Cesaro. He might end up, causing Cesaro his fight.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins isn't involved in anything tonight, is he?
No. Him and Cesaro had a nice little fight about a week ago, and he's been talking about it.
Well, we'll find out in the pre-show, I imagine.
Yeah, more than likely. Well, I mean, knowing WWE, they're just as quick to have, Rollins and Cesaro had this little build-up going, and sometime during the pre-show, there's just as much chance that Rollins will attack Cesaro. Nobody knows who did it, and then, hey, somebody's got to take his place in the Elimination Chamber, and out comes Seth Rollins. So, man, WWE could go any way these days. I'm sticking with my prediction on the SmackDown one, though. Whoever wins it, Reigns is going to pick the bones and then get called out by Edge.
Oh, definitely. They're pushing him to the moon now that he's a big-time heel. He's better that way, though.
Well, people have been asking for it for a long time, and WWE they did the Cena thing. Like, no, we're not going to turn him heel. We make too much money off his T-shirts and stuff. Then they turned him heel and saw, holy shit, that money just, skyrocketed.
Right.
Yeah, everybody loves, the show up, win, and leave?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Yeah, people are loving that.
Well,
I honestly think that Roman Reigns' his gimmick is going to get, a slight delay real soon. I mean, because nobody's really, getting it, with him being a heel.
I feel like we're about to see a new, Triple H kind of thing out of Roman. He'll lose the belt. He might lose a little momentum, but it won't be long before he'll be picking it back up and, multiple long title reigns, and people are just constantly trying to take it off of him because Vince is of the mind that he's ready to push Roman to the moon now that he's over like this.
Well, the Rock's not there anymore. Might as well make one of his family members big time.
Yeah, so might as well, the way he's looking at it is, if he can make Roman, literally the top guy in the company, he's going to do it. So we can probably get ready to see a lot of Roman Reigns on top.
He actually got his 2 top guys now. got Drew and he got Roman.
Yep.
Because he was really big on Drew before everything fell off.
Yeah.
Well, folks, that was that's our predictions for the Elimination Chamber this year. Hopefully, our predictions will be a lot more sound and better than the Royal Rumbles. We were dead wrong on like everything.
we will find out this evening, I guess.
So, any last comments or?
Well, while I've got you here, Mr. Smash, I've been meaning to ask how you feel about your boy taking that bump Wednesday night.
It scared me to death. I was like, "Oh crap! Don't you hurt Sting?"
As a lot of folks kind of figured he wasn't going to be taking bumps at all.
They said he's okay, so. And it was
wasn't expecting to be. I thought he would have
pretty
still been
sound power bomb too.
Yeah.
I was like, God, he slammed the crap out of him.
Oh, shook me
I'm
up a
telling
little
you,
bit.
I was like, I got chills. It was like, oh crap. Just don't throw. I think he'll be all right as long as you don't throw him on no turnbuckle. You don't throw him on
as long as you don't
turnbuckle
make that. As long as it's nothing that like it, make his head snap back like that. That.
Stay away from this part of his body.
Yeah, like y'all quit messing with the man's neck.
Right.
I don't care what Vince told you. I know he used to be WCW. Stop trying to cripple the man.
Yeah. Come on now. But yeah, that's the next big one I'm waiting on. I want to see that street fight because if they do it right, it's going to be amazing. If not,
I'm ready
it's still
for it.
going to be amazing because Sting's in. I love my boy Sting.
I'm digging the whole Sting and Darby Allin / Sting Jr. thing.
I'm ready for him to shut Taz and them up and move on to somebody else.
Yeah, which I can't be mad, man, because I love Taz. Taz was one of my favorite wrestlers. Like, I like this whole I'm just building a whole group of killers thing that he's put together.
Yep.
I just wish they didn't have to clash like this. So.
Well, folks, this has been United Nations of Wrestling, our predictions for the pay-per-view tonight. And remember to like and subscribe to our YouTube pages. We got Angry Chef Gaming, we got Wilson Fist, Fifth Dimension Films, and anything y'all want to add to this, gentlemen?
Be on the lookout for United Nations of Wrestling coming soon.
We have a lot of stuff in the works. A lot of stuff coming soon. As soon as the Frost Maiden's grip releases us, there's a lot of stuff we got coming.
We got some Twitter pages coming up and some websites and all kinds of things in the works. So y'all be on the lookout for that.
A lot of things.
We'll send y'all the links and everything what you need.
Yeah, we'll be sharing every last bit of that as soon as we have it available. It'll be coming to all of you guys.
Well, folks, this has been United Nations of Wrestling, Bullet Club Greenville forever, and we will see you guys next time. Y'all enjoy the pay-per-view. Be safe. God bless y'all.
Talk to you tonight, gentlemen.